Sir.
Alright. I'm gonna set us up proper.
Okay.
Whew, hello, what's up? Que lo que mi gente, Minnesota? Yo soy Erick Bissoy. You know who I am. I cover sports. I cover music. You see me write papers. You see me on the Loon Stadium. Now I'm in our little studio. Puro Deportes. Con the one, the only. You seen him on the mixer, turning styles. You seen him at all the freaking shows going wild. The one, the only. Senor Erick Garcia,
Yes,
Basement
sir.
Papi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's good, bro?
Basement Papi, man. You know, I'm excited to be a part of this. I've never done anything like this. So, like, to me, I'm just excited to do this with one of my good friends, longtime friends, and on just stuff that we're passionate about. So, I mean, let's get it going. Honestly, I'm excited. Let's jump straight into it, man. No introductions.
Absolutely. Look, Puro Deportes, la gente, people are going to be asking us, like, what are you guys going to be talking about? Yo, Jeff, you African, but you speak Spanish for some reason. What's going on? Eric, you Mexican, how you link up with buddy?
Yeah.
Look, me and Eric go back to la secundaria, going back all the way to high school, man. Twin Cities Academy, you know what it is.
Shout out TCA, man.
We used to be in the back of the bus, East Side kids, East Side St. Paul, if you know, you know. Freestyling in the back of the...
I mean, I wasn't really freestyling. I was the beats. Yeah, I was the beat maker, you know?
Yeah.
But it was fun, man. I mean, like, those are some of my best memories, and honestly what really developed me and my personality was those moments, those small moments outside of the classrooms, you know? But, I mean, shout out TCA, shout out East St. Paul, big represent. I know I may have moved to Minneapolis, but I'm still a St. Paul kid at heart.
Amen, we still repping. So, yo, Puro Deportes is supposed to be music, cultura, deportes, things happening. Sometimes we might even get into some politics, maybe a little bit, but I think the biggest thing is about culture, right? What do people not understand about the Minnesota sports culture scene, especially being Latino, being African, being part of our massive diaspora here in the Twin Cities?
It's loyalty, man. Like, it's just diehard loyalty. Like, I think, and this may sound biased because I live here, but we have probably one of the best fan bases always. And that doesn't matter whether it's the Wild, the Loons, Vikings, the Wolves, the Lynx. Like, we have they're passionate. And I feel like people here aren't just passionate about one sport, they're passionate about all of them.
Yeah.
You know, like, people that may not be tuned in with the Lynx will support the Lynx, like, heavy. The same way that they support the Wolves, and the same way that they support the Wild, even though, like, I'm, like, me personally, like, I don't really watch hockey like that. I would love to learn, but I support them. Like, if I see them in the playoffs, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Nah, for sure. We boxing.
You feel
it is what it is.
Big Wild, you know?
I've only ice skated like twice in my life.
I've done it a couple times.
You been on the ice?
Oh, yeah, bro. It's like roller skating, like with the four wheels.
Yeah.
But on the blade. So for me, it was easier. But what's funny is that I can ice skate, but I can't rollerblade.
See, I got a sad story. The last time I went ice skating, I've only been ice skating twice. I got frostbite. Minnesota kid, you know, we swear that we go with the snow, bro. I went ice skating with some white friends of mine back in, like, early high school.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, Jeff, pull up on the pond, bro. Pull up on the pond. We got the ice rink on the pond. And obviously, I'm over here. I'm competitive as hell. If you know me, you know me. I'm mad competitive.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go play some hockey. Dog, the way I busted my butt, it was like -5 degrees.
That's crazy.
We were out there for like an hour. And they had this big old house over in Rosemount or something like that.
Yeah.
I go inside by the fireplace. My fingers like crunched up like this. I went home. My fingers are still crunched up and purple. It was basketball season. When I tell you I was playing basketball games with purple fingers, I thought I had to get them chopped off. It was all...
See, that's when you won't catch me doing any of that. Like, if it's below 20 degrees, I'm staying home. Like, I'm chilling, you know?
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, I'm excited, man. I think, again, back to, you know, like, why Minnesota, like, sports is so special, like, and even, like, again, like, coming from a Latin household, I mean, like, from immigrant parents, like, you know, like, football really isn't, like American football really isn't big down there, you know, like, basketball is, you know, culturally known, but not, like, you know, there's not big teams that people, like, rally behind, you know, like, at least in Mexico, you know, And seeing the way that my family and have been so passionate about every Viking season, even though it always leads in heartbreak. Every Wolves season, my dad's a massive Wolves fan.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. Like, again, like it's loyalty. Like, it's I don't know. It's like I can't explain it, but I think again, I could be biased, but we have some of the best fans.
Nah, we got crazy fans, man. Our Latino community goes so hard, whether it's football or everything else that we do. Now, I mean, I think right now, when I talk to people about Vida y Deportes, obviously that is our flagship. That's what allows all this to happen. There is no Puro Deportes without Vida y Deportes, but me and Erick taking over. But this is the most exciting time to do what we're doing right now.
Oh, it's kind of spoiled, honestly. Like, we have, like, the Lynx run, a really good run right now. You feel me? Shout out Stud Buds.
Hey, Stud Buds, you see what time it is? Drive for 5, baby. Drive for 5. You see what we got going on?
Insane, man. I mean, like, again, like, just the last 2 seasons alone have been just great for the Lynx. Like, the excitement that Anthony Edwards brings back to the NBA. We're starting to get more national spotlight, which is really nice. Which, like, at least for me, like, when I was a teenager watching some of these games, like, we weren't really getting that much love.
Dog, we were staying up watching 16-win teams in high school, bro. Like, going back, everybody was Lakers fans.
Bro, everyone was everyone else. I mean, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna publicly say this because my brothers give me shit all the time. I'm gonna publicly say this. There was a little stint where I might have supported Miami, but that was mainly because my dad was a big, like, Heat fan, like, with Shaq era. D-Wade. So he's got those jerseys. So, like, I was like, you know what? Dad rocking with him.
No, cool. 06 Miami fans, I ain't mad at you. You feel me? You 09 fans. You 2010 fans.
You know.
Yo, Angel, you still got to run with my money, but that's a whole other side thing. If you know, you know.
But I mean, like, it's again, like, it's going from that, going to some of the Target Center games and just being half empty.
Yeah.
Tickets were like $19 for like midsection.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad. And like now we're getting, like all these big things, like all the spotlight on some of these games, and again having someone like Ant Edwards that is just like has that superstar swagger and cadence and everything, bro. Like, we've never had that before. Yeah. So it's exciting. Like, the last couple of years have been really exciting.
Yeah.
And again, Justin Jefferson, like, that's another one too. I mean, like, we've had great receivers. I mean, like, we've had Stephon Diggs even beforehand, and even go further than that, like, the Percy Harvins, Sidney Rice. Like, we've had some nice receivers, but I mean, Jets is just like, again, that same confidence and swagger that like Anthony Edwards has. So like we're now in like conversations, Kevin O'Connell, like, really bringing this team to where we're at now. Like, again, like, we're at a really nice time.
We're going crazy, man. The Vikings are going crazy. Got Aura. The Wolves going crazy. Got Ant-Man. Even Julius Randle got that, that hard hat mentality. Shout out to Neo. Appreciate you, Knicks fan, for Julius Randle. But, he got that putting my boots on, going outside. Know what I mean? Doing the hard work. Yeah. I ain't going to say much, but when that boy on the court is trouble. Obviously, the Lynx right now, y'all see him. Stud Buds, Courtney Williams, dog. Natisha Heidemann, dog. Nafisa should have been the MVP.
Snub.
We're going to talk about that later, dog. But, we talked a little bit about sports culture. You talked about Ant-Man. Before we hopped on the pod, you're talking to me about how everything you see about Michael Porter Jr. has been force-fed to you. The rapport about Ant-Man and Michael Porter Jr., and you can talk about your Michael Porter Jr. beef, is that on his podcast, he was asked about one of the toughest players that he had to guard. And he said, Ant-Man's the one. He's so strong, so fast, so electric. He's just really tough to cover one-on-one. And we finally have one of those dudes that everyone talks about as like, he's untouchable. Giannis, earlier today, was talking about how Anthony Edwards is one of the players that he would love to play with. Just because he's a two-way player and he values that. Like, it's a special time here in Minnesota, man.
It's great, man. And again, like, it's nice hearing it from some of the top players now. And again, like, even some of the OGs that are again, like, a lot of them are retired, a lot of them are a little bit older, that like have a lot of respect and admiration towards Ant. Like, we haven't really seen this type of, like, I wouldn't say arrogance, because it might come off as arrogance, but confidence in a man, in a player, since, I don't know, like, I mean, I don't want to say
since KG. Since KG in Minnesota. Since KG in Minnesota, for sure.
I don't want to say KG. I don't want to say Kobe. I don't want to say MJ. But it's like I haven't seen that aura.
But he got that. He got that. You know what I knew? I mean, I always knew he had it.
Yeah.
There's some questions in his rookie season where I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
When we beat the Lakers, we already knew he was that guy. But when we beat the Lakers in that series, and my boy was walking in downtown LA with no security.
Yo, that was crazy. Like, just like him, like even the season before that, bro, like sending people, like sending the Suns fans off, like when they swept them.
Yeah.
Like, that was another one too. Like, but that one, just walking around LA saying, yo, we whooped y'all ass. And what else he say? He's like, we whooped y'all ass, you want to take a photo with me?
You want to take a photo with
me?
me?
You know, like, that's the type of, like, again, like,
just nonchalant too. Like,
no.
The worst part about it is like you might look at him and be like, yo, this boy faking the funk. Like, that's just Ant-Man, bro. And that's just what he does.
And I think the cool thing that I respect about him is that when they play bad, he takes accountability.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's, at least from what I've seen, I could be wrong, but he's never really been one to talk his teammates down. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He'll say as a group, hey, we kind of messed up on this, this, and this, or me as a leader, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But again, like with someone of that confidence and that stardom, you don't really see that sometimes. You don't see people taking accountability as a leader, as a team, while still uplifting their teammates. Yeah. And I think that's what's going to make him special. And I think, again, like he's only, 23, 22? Yeah. He's got the mentality of a veteran. No, and sure. I think, again, like he's not even anywhere close to his prime yet.
Not at all, man.
And that's exciting.
And we get to watch that. We get to watch Ant-Man. We get to watch Jettas with the Minnesota Vikings right now. Carson Wentz started. J.J. McCartney, obviously, on IR up until Week 7. They travel this week. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Vikings coming up. We're going to talk about the Lynx coming up. We're going to take a quick little break. And then we're going to talk first and foremost football. Ustedes ven la playera que tenemos aquí, la camiseta que tenemos aquí. We got Lampy. I'm a big Chelsea fan. We're going to talk about that way later in the pod. Erick Cantona. My wifey surprised me with a present, so you know I had to put him up. The Loons. You already know. 3rd in the West right now. 2-game slide. We're going to get to that. So we got a lot more coming up. Quick break. We'll be right back. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Solid, bro.
How you feeling?
I feel incredible. We're going to go into football. Let's start with Ousmane Dembélé.
Okay.
Then we'll do Man U versus Chelsea quickly. Arsenal versus City. Thoughts on the EPL thus far, and then quick hits on the Loons. Another break, and then we'll go into Lynx and Vikings. Yeah.
Is it?
Let me pull up this.
Ballon d'Or. Who's the runner-ups? Is that where you're pulling up?
That's what I'm trying to pull up right now.
So I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't see the whole thing. All I knew is that fucking Vinicius Jr. he had like a fucking... He had like a pre-party all set up and everything, like anticipating his win or whatever.
That's crazy.
I read that. I don't know, man.
That's ridiculous. All right. I'm gonna put down the winner, and then I'll also kind of just announce who else was.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll just add a little bit to this one.
Let's do it. And we're back. We're gonna talk a little football. Ousmane Dembélé. You heard it right. Ousmane Dembélé. For my French folks, Ousmane Dembélé. Ramenez la coupe à la maison. He's the winner of this year's Ballon d'Or. Before we talk about his crazy victory, in second we had Lamine Yamal. In third we had Vitinha. Fourth was Mohamed Salah. Fifth was Rafinha. Hakimi was sixth. Mbappe was seventh. Palmer was eighth. Gigi Donnarumma, now a big city, at ninth. And Nuno Mendes was 10th. You were asking me about Vinicius Jr. He was 16th on this list of 30.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but like I don't know, like you want to. I mean, like this is where you start putting on your tinfoil hat on, and like I don't know if it's something with FIFA and him. Like again, like I think there were reports that he wasn't showing up anyways. Yeah. Did he even show up last year?
Look, last year was a weird season for Madrid.
But did he attend the Ballon d'Or last year?
I actually don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
So that's like twice in a row, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I feel like 16th, it's not crazy to say that. I think maybe a little bit lower, like maybe like 10.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, all right, read that.
All right. I'm going to put it in order all the way to 30. Okay. So be patient with me. Dembélé,
okay.
Yamal, Vitinha, Salah, Rafinha. Shout out to Rafinha, who was criminally slept on. That boy had 61 goals and assists last year. That's nuts. And he was part of a Barcelona squad that was coming back.
Which is crazy because he came from Leeds.
Bro.
Like,
y'all bet. Look, I'm a quick tangent because I can go on a tangent on all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a Rafinha fan since his Leeds days. If you watched him at Leeds,
Major League Soccer,
you knew that he had no business playing for Leeds. He was so good. And then he went to Crystal Palace, went crazy at Crystal Palace. Mm-hmm. I thought a Prem team was about to pull up and be like, yo, let me get Rafinha on my team because he was a special talent. And then Barcelona gets him for like 40 mil. And everyone's like, they got Rafinha. He's nothing. He a scrub. I'm like, you guys don't know how good this dude is. And he balled out. And now everyone talks about Lamine Yamal. And I'm just like, I love Lamine. But Rafinha is such a good football player.
Yeah.
He's a really good player. That's my tangent. Hakimi at 6. Mbappe at 7th. Cole Palmer at 8th. Gianluigi Donnarumma at 9th. Nuno Mendes at 10th. Pedri at 11th. Cavara, Sevilla, you already know. The baller, he's at 12th. Harry Kane, Desiree Doué. Victor Gyökeres, that's at 15th. Then Vinicius. Then you got Lewandowski, Scott McTominay. João Neves, Lautaro Martinez, Sergio Guirassy, Alexis McAllister, Jude Bellingham, Fabian Ruiz, Denzel Dumfries, Haaland, Rice, VVD, Van Dijk, Florian Wirtz, and Michael Olise at 30th.
I'm not mad at the list.
Yeah.
I think, if anything, you put Vinicius over Victor. For sure.
I mean, I'm looking at the stats, right? I'm looking at the stats. In 21-22, 17 goals, 10 assists. 22-23, 10 goals, 9 assists. 23-24, 15 goals, 5 assists. Last season, 11 goals and 8 assists. It's on par with previous seasons, but we've seen all the clips on IG, on X, and him and Mbappe were never really hitting the ground running. They're almost fighting with each other. Like, it's kind of hard to give him that when Barcelona kind of ran the table last year.
Yeah.
Or am I tripping?
No, I think you're right on that. And I think, again, like, putting that into perspective and really seeing the rest of the list, I mean, like, because then that's just talking about the Madrid stats, you know, like that's not even talking about his Brazil like national team stats, you know, like what are those looking like?
2 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah,
he's been so bad for Brazil. So then,
if anything, bro, like I think like it's almost a compliment that he's in the position that he is.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, like if you talk about everyone else that's ahead of him, I just don't think that he really deserved being even top 5, respectfully.
Sheesh.
And I feel like people overlook the international aspect of it.
No, they do. They definitely do. I mean, that's the reason why Jorginho won Ballon d'Or, or was about to win Ballon d'Or. I forget if he actually won it that year. But he was definitely in the running. But he won Euros and Champions, and he was in a heavy running for it. But to the actual man of the hour, because we spent so much time talking about a man who was in 16th. Ousmane Dembélé, Le Frérot. Like, this is a dude that we all played with in FIFA 22, 21, 20. Those Dortmund teams were crazy, blitzing kids with him. And we all thought when he was coming up that he was going to be a special talent. It didn't quite work for him while at Dortmund. He had 16 different injuries throughout his career, including Barcelona, where he started well, but he could never quite put it together. Xavi said, if this kid ever figures it out, he's going to be one of the best players in the world. Should we all have been put on notice when we saw that image of him in the PSG final, looking like a demon straight up in an anime?
Yeah, I think it was more of he knew he had something to prove, you know, and I think that was really kind of putting anyone on notice, because again, like for France. He does well. He's consistent.
Yeah.
But I think well deserved, honestly. Hot take, I think Lamine should have maybe won that one. I think I can see him doing it next year. I mean, like, again,
all I know is when you partner with dwarves, I ain't gonna lie to you.
But we haven't seen those levels of debauchery. We haven't seen those levels of debauchery since Ronaldinho, and that's for me. And at that age, he's destined for greatness. So I think again, I think he got snubbed off of this one. That's my personal take.
Hey.
I think he really put the team, a good chunk of the team, on his back in the Euros when he played.
Oh yeah.
At 16.
No, I mean what he was doing with Spain and then going into this with the Champions League.
It's insane.
And reviving Barcelona. Barcelona was dead in the water.
Yeah.
They were broke.
Mm-hmm.
The city is
broke.
still trying to secede from the entire greater state country of Spain. Like, Barcelona's in turmoil. And they got a black boy in one of the most racist cities in Europe. I know this. I've been to Barcelona. Beautiful city. One of the most racist places I've ever been. And he's the face of Camp Nou.
Yeah, man.
Do you know how crazy that is? And of Spain football? That's nuts, man.
Not even Henry.
Dog.
Dog.
They were throwing bananas at Samuel Eto'o, bro. Like, do you know what we went through to get here?
Generations of, hate almost.
Oh, yeah.
When things are bad.
Oh, yeah.
When things are good, things are good.
Yeah.
But when things are bad, it's like, But when you got, he is just talented.
Yeah.
Like, he's gifted.
Yeah.
And I became a believer when I saw him at the Euros and some of the crazy stuff that he was doing. Insane stuff. And at 16 at the time,
yeah.
I think he turned 17 during the Euros. So he's got an insane career ahead of him. I think that he got snubbed, but I know he's going to win some down the line. He's going to win a few for sure.
You know what's shocking to me about all this? Mm-hmm. And I don't think I had registered this until I wrote an article on Ousmane Dembélé. His biggest rival coming up was Kylian Mbappe. Mm-hmm. They came out at the same time. They both started off as wingers. Obviously, Mbappe is a striker, more of a striker now. Yep. Mbappe has went on to etch his name in the history as one of the greatest players of all time already, and he's still very young.
Let alone France.
You know what I'm saying? What he did when he was 18 and 22, that World Cup 2018, you can never take that from him. Mm-hmm. Mbappe has never won a Ballon d'Or. Do you know how crazy it is that Ousmane Dembélé has won one before Mbappe has? And won a Champions League with the team that Mbappe left because he wanted to win a Champions League? That is crazy, bro.
I just want to be a fly on the wall of his house. And I just want to know how he's feeling. Because I know the whole reason why he made the move from PSG to Madrid is, he wants to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And PSG, again, just that league in general, is almost viewed as a farmer's league sometimes.
Yeah.
So you can rack up all these league trophies, but what does it really mean when everyone looks at you as a farmer's league? So it's he knew what that Champions League meant, and losing to Arsenal last season, you feel me? Big Arsenal and the big Gunners.
Yeah.
But losing to Arsenal, being eliminated, and then watching your former teammate take it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then that teammate win the Ballon d'Or. What does that do for him? Does that enhance his competitiveness, or is he just comfortable and it just gets to his confidence? And I think that'll be really interesting to see going forward how he does in the Champions League going forward.
Hey, man, all we got to do is pull up some Mbappe stats real quick, all right? It's real quick to see how he's been responding, all right? We're 6 games into the season. The boy has 5 goals and 1 assist, all right? This boy is on a tear right now. Yeah. He's mad because he now has to remind you and me and the whole world exactly who he is, all right? And by the way, everybody was giving him stick last season for being a penalty merchant. He wasn't figuring it out at real. While that may have been true for the first half of the season, this boy still finished with 31 goals and 3 assists out of last year in 34 games. Had 7 goals in the Champions League. So again, Kylian Mbappe has been showing up, but I think until he actually wins, after all the fanfare of going to Madrid, It's gonna take some time.
He won't get the credit, at least to the masses, until he wins something big, and he's already won a World Cup. He's already won a World Cup.
There's another one coming. What if he wins that one too? That Ballon d'Or might have to come his way.
I mean, listen, France is looking nasty. Like France has always had a really nice team. They have a lot of young, stars and on all aspects of the field. But I think until he really wins something in Europe, as a Champions League more specifically, I think that's when all the naysayers are gonna shut up, essentially.
So my favorite Mbappe story. I was last World Cup. I was living in Mexico. That's part of the reason why I love Latinidad. I grew up Mexicans. My wife's Dominican. I lived in Mexico for 4 years. I speak fluent Spanish. Mm-hmm. Me and some of my homies in Mexico, we went to Bacalar. Beautiful place. That's my tip. If you're trying to go to Mexico, we want touristical, but not too touristical, but a beautiful little lagoon. Bacalar's your place. Gorgeous place. We're watching literally the World Cup on my small tablet. Mm-hmm. On a bootleg website with a Wi-Fi that barely has 2 bars.
Oh, okay? So it's lagging a little bit.
And there's 20 of us, mind you. And so we're in squeezing in watching this small iPad. Yeah. And I'm the only one supporting France. And my homies in Mexico, half of them were Mexican, but we have folks from Bolivia, Venezuela, El Salvador, Colombia. We have from the Caribbean, the DR, etc. So I'm over here rooting for France, right?
Yeah.
Messi and them did damage in the first half, but when Kylian started going off,
started balling out,
everyone went quiet. I'm screaming loud as hell. It was so bad. My wife passed me on the shoulder. She's like, "Amor, no te olvides que estás en Mexico." And I was like, "What that mean?" He's like, "Mírales," and they're over here like. And I was like, "Oh, Sam, you're right. This is not safe. This is hostile territory. My bad. Let me dial back." But all I'm saying is what he did that last World Cup and what he's been doing should not be slept on. I think we're forgetting how special he is of a talent, and in spite of not having a Ballon d'Or.
And he's young. That's the thing, is he's young. He's got a whole... I mean, how old is he right now? He's 23, 24?
He is 26.
26? Okay, never mind. He's not as young as I thought.
Hey, but he's 26. He's in his prime.
He's in his prime right now. So it's I think within entering his prime, he has a lot to prove.
No, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Before we switch gears and take a quick break, let's just do some quick hits. Nothing long. Man City plays against your Arsenal team.
Yep.
You guys were up. You guys were down 1-0. City parked the bus a la Mourinho. You guys were able to equalize off this beautiful lobbed ball over the top by Eze to Martinelli. Martinelli with the little over the top of the giant Gianluigi Donnarumma, who was solid up until that point.
Nasty, yeah.
You tied 1-1 after losing 5-1 last year. What did that game mean, and why are Arsenal fans so happy for drawing a game against City? What's going on?
Listen, I think at the end of the day, we're coming home with at least 1 point. So, call me corny, call me whatever, I will celebrate that tie at extra time. Absolutely, 100%. Because I would rather leave with 1 point than no points. 100%. Yeah. I will say Arteta does this thing where he makes these lineups, and sometimes they make sense, and sometimes they don't. So that's one thing. The other thing is, again, early on, and I've told you this off the camera, even before Gyökeres came, I wasn't really fully convinced. And it's starting to show a little bit. For me... A little bit. For me, he's just not fast. And, he looks like he's running with jeans and Timbs on the field.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He running like me on my Wednesday night CSC League games.
It's
heavy.
It's heavy.
Nah, he's sturdy out here.
It's heavy, and it's he's a good poacher. He's good at beating a run, but not really good at making the run. You know, and I feel for me, it's nice seeing Martinelli kind of get, because he scored.
Yeah, he's on a tear.
He was
doing well with Brazil.
He did a goal. He did a goal. He
And he did one in Champions League too.
Yeah, he did a goal and assist in Champions League, and then he did his game off of Brazil. So he's on a roll, and I think him getting benched, he took it personally, and again, I've been saying bench that dude for a while. Yeah, you feel me? But in a moment like that, where just the situation of the game, how everyone's positioned, your winger is making striker runs. Yeah. But now my wheels are turning. I'm like, well, what if we put him on the 9?
Bro, I was in the group chat. I'm in a group chat with like 20 of my boys from college. We play fantasy together. Mm-hmm. And I think we have 5, 6 Arsenal fans in the chat. There's only like 3 Chelsea fans. We need more Chelsea fans in the chat. Oh, we don't. But no, we don't. We probably don't. Know what I mean? Like we're the big ballers no one want to see, and we need to win more games. So we're not gonna talk about that. But I literally put in the chat. I'm like, yo, Martinelli to me looks so much more dangerous as a 9 than he does as a 7.
100%.
Should he just be playing the 9, kind of like a wannabe Gabriel Jesus? And one of my boys, and I love him. I love my boy. He's just like, nah, man, he can't play at the 9 because he doesn't have hold-up play. And we need a 9 that can hold up play because all he wants to do is cut through. Yeah. And, I see that.
That's all you need, though.
There are some games. Against City, you don't need a Gyökeres. You want that hold-up play, but sometimes you need someone that's just going to make a cut to get the defense out the way and create space, man.
And that's it. I think that's honestly, I think it's I would like to see it more. Listen, if we were able to put fucking Mikel Merino up top,
Super Merino?
Yeah, bro, we should be able. Yeah, turn the 6 up down. Yeah, they said 9. Listen, if we can do that, then we can definitely put Martinelli up top and see how that goes. Because right now, I'm not really convinced with Gyökeres. Again, even some of the highlights from his last season, not taking away from any of the stuff that he did. Yeah, he's a good penalty taker, and he's good at some of the tap-ins, but when it comes to not one-on-ones, but those runs, yeah, he's not winning that, unfortunately. And in the Prem, even it's more aggressive, so it's I just don't see it.
No, that's tough. I'm gonna quickly talk about Chelsea versus Manchester United. Look, y'all been talking crazy about Manchester United. I know that they're not winning, they're not really scoring goals. You're gonna be looking at me like, I know you're not about to say Manchester United is a world beater. They're a talented team that are playing poorly because their manager is stubborn. It doesn't mean that the talent sucks. They're a talented team. That's the first start. Second part is, I'm not sure why my team still have Robert Sanchez on the team. I don't understand. I think they are quite literally used. I think he got some wire fraud. I think he understands. He's blackmailing the team is really what's going on. Yeah. He's got something on Todd or Egbali, the sporting director, because there's also a reason why we got all these scrubs, including Garnacho, instead of just getting Javi Simons to begin with. But I'm not going to get into it. We lost that game because Robert Sanchez made a stupid mistake, and as a result, it killed our attack because then we took Estevao out. And then Cole Palmer, coming back from an injury in the middle of the rain and cold, we're not going to risk him to another injury. No. Simple as that. They stay in the game, and he doesn't do that boneheaded play. And Jorgensen, who's god-awful, and he's paid $24 million. $24 million for a scrub. That's all I'm going to say about Chelsea right now. We're still going to finish top 4, but it's not looking pretty. It's not looking dicey.
Top 4 is crazy, though.
We're still going to finish top 4.
I think you guys should have kept Kepa.
I don't know, man. It's like keeping Onana. You know what I'm saying? I think there are certain keepers. I think there are certain keepers that you're like, you're good, but you're so much of a distraction that is addition by subtraction by getting, by moving on from you. I think the issue that we did is not recognizing that we grabbed light-skinned Kepa. Yeah. We got a T-Mobile manager right now between the sticks. Yeah. And we're asking him to protect us. I know you guys seen the TikToks when they put that Chris Brown music on him when he's over here saving.
Yeah, that's funny.
I know you guys have seen that.
So then my question to you is, what changes does Chelsea need to make for your prediction of top 4 to come true?
I think for me, it's really just about continuing to find our identity on offense. Cole Palmer being injured to start the season obviously was pretty tough.
Yep.
João Pedro has been amazing. Pedro Neto has been amazing. Esteval's great. He still has to get used to the Prem.
Yep.
My issue right now is that left wing, right? We got Garnacho and we paid Jamie Gittins $40 million each. All right? That's $80 million. That's Xavi Simon's money. I would have preferred to get Xavi Simons and put him on the left for a more solid front line. Now you got a youngster who's struggling right now, and you got Garnacho who's lazy. Talented player, but he's a very lazy player. There's a reason why United was okay letting him go. Caicedo...
Well, he wanted to leave, too.
And he wanted to leave. And we were just like, oh, yeah, we'll definitely pay up for him. We'll figure it out. We're Chelsea. We're playing with too much bravado, and I think everyone just needs to calm down and buy into the process. And I think Maresca has to switch it up. No more playing Reece James through the middle. He's a right back. And if he can't play right back, then he shouldn't be playing. Yeah. It just is that simple.
It's, yeah. I think you guys are, like, spending like it's manager mode.
I know.
And, you know, like, it's more Vibes FC than,
See,
than actual tactical.
We were hoping when we sold you guys Noni, who unfortunately looks like he's going to be missing the next few months out of injury, that we were moving on from Vibes FC to Christ FC, because we got a lot of church boys on the team now. Know what I mean? We had a lot of partiers, now we got a lot of church boys, you know. We went from Azonto, and now we're going to the Lord. Thank God, G-O-D. Love you. But I think part of the challenge still is that this is what Chelsea needs to figure out over the year and over the next 2 years is as much as you want to
still have players that still haven't like.
Oh, we got a million players.
Bro. You guys.
They signed you, bro. You didn't know?
I guess I got a flight.
You know what I mean? Like I saw your name on the roster. Like we signed you,
like,
bro.
I didn't know. I don't know. Like I'm like in the reserves. But like you guys even still have fucking what's dude? Blonde hair with the. He's like suspended.
Not Margu.
No.
Liam Delap.
Mudryk.
I mean, he's a sprinter now, bro. You didn't see that? He's trading in his cleats for the track spikes.
Did he quit?
He quit, bro. He's about to
Stop.
be. He said he's going to represent Ukraine at the 2028 Olympics.
So he got suspended.
Yeah.
Because of the thing. And
out of doping, yeah.
And then he's just like, yo, I'm going to just quit?
Yeah. Look it up. Mikael Mudryk, who we only bought for $100 million because Arsenal was about to sign him, and we signed him for no reason, got caught for doping, suspended, and recently he's been training with the Ukrainian national team to be a sprinter. I mean, he's one of the fastest players in the world, so it's not.
I mean, he's fast.
No, he's fast as hell.
He's fast, and like unfortunately, just wasted talent on Chelsea. Unfortunately, but. He just didn't fit that system.
No, he didn't. But I'll end this on Chelsea, and then we got to take another quick break. I think the biggest thing with Chelsea that they need to figure out, obviously, we are a money laundering club. I hate to say that about my team.
Money laundering.
This is not the team that Lampard sacrificed himself for. But the truth of the matter is they need to figure out how they're going to bring in vet players in with quality with the young stars that they have in. Because the truth is you can't win in the Prem if you only got 20-year-olds winning. Like, we have a lot of talented players right now, but you got to bring some vets in to elevate what you currently have as a product. And if you don't do that in the key positions, we're going to keep finishing 4th and 5th and 6th and being the Vibes SC that he keep teasing me. I'm tired of coming on these shows.
That's true.
I'm tired of coming on these shows having to defend Chelsea. In the group chat, in the streets, when I wear my Drogba jersey, in my sleep.
That's crazy, bro.
It's tough, man. It's tough. That's all I got to say.
Money laundering FC, dog.
Money laundering FC. This is my club, and I'm talking like this. I gotta take a break. This is too much.
Crazy stuff, bro.
We had 36. I think we got probably like 15-ish, 15 max.
Okay.
So do we want to... We kind of did a get to know me at the beginning.
Yep. We can probably skip that. We can probably like do it throughout.
You want to try for the Puro freestyle?
Fuck no. We can cut that one out. We can wait till we're settled in the new spot. Let me get my pen ready. So what do we got left?
We got Minnesota sports, so Vikings and Lynx.
Okay.
And yeah, we can just go 15 on that. Start with the Lynx. Try not to talk about game 2 since that's tonight.
Oh,
just talk about that genuinely. generally.
We can just talk about their. I don't know too much about the Lynx like that, so like you'll take a good chunk of that.
Yeah.
I'll put in my 2 cents on what I know.
Say less.
But with the Vikings, we can definitely.
Hey, we can rock out a little bit on the Vikes. Carson Wentz, Isaiah Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crazy game.
Going to Europe.
2 games in Europe and then a bye week.
So yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. We're back for our next segment. We're going to be talking about Minnesota sports now. The Minnesota Lynx are currently in the playoffs, second round, playing against the Phoenix Mercury. Phoenix Mercury, we swept them in the regular season, playing them right now. Before we talk about the series, there's been, I don't know what it is, and maybe this is why we got the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to just get a t-shirt that says "Stop Sleeping on Minnesota." You know what I mean? Because nobody F's with the Minnesota Lynx online. Nobody likes the Minnesota Lynx. They got snubbed for Coach of the Year. We lost that to the head coach of the Valkyrie, Nakase.
Yep.
Shout out to her. They were a really great team.
Great team.
But you got the team that had the most wins in the league, and we beat the Valkyrie. Like, what are we doing here? We got a co-defensive player of the year with Alana Smith, who has to share with Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson, who was getting cooked in game 1. And the Aces, they finished 8th in the West. Like, what are we doing here? Again, number 1 defense, number 1 offense. Y'all see where I'm going with this. Nafisa Collier. Actually, let me save that one for just a second.
Yeah.
Natasha Heidemann. All right. Yeah, some of y'all may have heard of her because she went crazy from transforming from a stud bud into a Barbie overnight, and that broke the internet. And I think, shout out to the stud buds because I think they're the ones gaining us fans as far as culture goes online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been going crazy. But she got snubbed from being the 6th person of the year. All right? Crazy. Most points coming off the bench, second most points scored off the bench in WNBA history. Didn't win 6th person of the year. That's nuts to me. And obviously, the captain, UConn Husky, the one and only 3rd overall pick coming out of UConn, Nafisa Collier was snubbed for MVP once again.
And let me say my conspiracy theory on this. You feel me? Do you remember the game last year, the finals game?
Yep.
And like some of those calls? I don't know what it is.
Hey.
It seems like the league, and again, tinfoil hat on, whatever you want to call it.
Hey man, he got his third eye open.
Third eye is open. You feel me? Like I feel like I don't know what it is.
Yeah. But
I mean, like, just that example of some of the calls that we were getting in the finals of all things, like it was an embarrassment. Everyone on Twitter was talking about, like, what is this officiating? Like, this is just, it's a disgrace, truly. Between that and then all these different snubs, and this is no disrespect to the other ladies that won, but I don't know. It seems like there's like between the league and the Lynx for whatever reason. And mind you, the Lynx are, I would say, arguably one of the best dynasties in WNBA. We
are basically the woman equivalent of the San Antonio Spurs as it pertains to WNBA goals.
Absolutely.
Cheryl Reeve is on her Moore. You know what I mean? Shout out to Myra Moore, the GOAT. Yeah. All right, we miss you. Shout out to you being in the Hall of Fame. Sylvia Fowles also recently named into the Hall of Fames. Y'all putting on to the city. Very proud of you, Maya, for all the work that you're doing with social justice off the court. We miss you a lot. I really wish you could have played longer, but I'm not going to go on a tangent. I could go there all day. Yeah.
They've done a lot for Minnesota sports.
But you know what it also is, too, though? Is like, I just feel that even though Maya was a dog and everybody loved Maya, I feel like every time the Lynx are good, there's always kind of like a hood hero. The quote-unquote hood hero. Yeah. Right, Asia Wilson's the hood hero right now. Yeah. Asia Wilson's going to go down as a top 5 player all time. And everyone loves Asia. Black girl magic, the sauce, the energy, the fact that she can do everything. I'm not going to be the one to hate on Asia Wilson, nor her MVP. No. All I'm saying is, y'all shouldn't be hating on the Lynx just because y'all love Asia. That's all I'm saying. Secondly, when the Lynx were super good back in the day, with Sylvia Fowles, Simone Augustus, Lindsay Whalen, all right, Rebecca Brunson, all right, we weren't getting the type of love that we needed to, even though we were murking everybody. Why? Because we had to go up against Candace Parker. You know what I mean? Candace Parker was the hood hero of that time. Everybody loved Candace Parker. She was so nice that they stopped calling Chris Paul CP3. he had to go by Cliff. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So I just feel that from the online streets, the WNBA streets, I think there's respect for how good Minnesota is objectively. But it's like, we know you guys are good, but we don't really care about your team. And I just hate that level of disrespect.
And I think that's the best way to put it, is like, hey, team's fire, team's great.
Yeah.
We just don't care.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's something that we're used to.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter what the sport is, what the team is. It's been a thing that, you know.
It's like they're always sleeping on us.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, even now with Anthony Edwards, right? This dude is 23 years old, has been to 2 back-to-back Western Conference Finals. And what does everybody say once he's not able to beat whomever in the Western Conference Final, whether that's Luka? You know, if the Minnesota Timberwolves don't figure this out, Anthony Edwards is going to be asking a trade in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why would Anthony...
Mind you, he bought this... Did you see the new crib he bought?
Yeah, I didn't see the new one. I saw the old one that was on the Netflix show. He got a new crib?
He's got a new crib. It's like right off like Lake Minnetonka. It's like 30 rooms or something like that.
Hey,
that brother is not leaving.
Hey,
like,
and we pulling up, bro.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know why you get 30 rooms, right? All the family. Family gonna pull up. You feel me?
For sure.
Nah,
for sure.
It's like everyone from Atlanta come through. Like, it's like that to me makes me sleep at night. Because it's like, yo, like he has openly said, yo, listen, I want to be here for the rest of my career.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to be a one-team guy.
Yeah.
Which means, like, you know, he's going to get a lot of hate. He's going to get a lot of that. You know, like, there's going to be a lot of things in the media where it's like, hey, he's going to be leaving soon.
And they always do that with Minnesota. We never hear that about New York.
No.
Nah, man, they only doing that with LA right now because Kawhi over here getting $25 million for being an expensive planter. The greatest farmer all time to play in the NBA, bro.
I honestly wish that whole scandal would have happened to the Lakers. That would have been so funny.
Yo, back to the Lynx though, because we went on a whole tangent about sleeping in Minnesota. But like, Minnesota, they're going for their 5th championship. You talked about that scandal. 5th championship. Draw for 5. You talked about that scandal. It is a scandal. NPR News put out a really dope video for all of you guys on social. Go check it out. They were talking to fans after the game, and they're like literally like showing video clips of the Lynx versus the Liberty. The Liberty just fired their coach, by the way. Looking at the games from last year and how the Liberty won it, and asking people, is this a foul call? It was like 15 calls. None of those were fouls. And on top of it, you remember what Kathy came down in? She came down the stairs
with the Liberty fucking. She got the New York fit.
She had the
New York fit.
She had the
in New York. That is just the craziest, bro. Again, like my tinfoil hat doesn't feel like a tinfoil hat. You feel me? It feels like a fitted. Like it's crazy. Like it's like again, and then this happens again. You know, like so. And again, this is not to disrespect any of the ladies that have won. They've done wonderful in their own right, but I feel like stats don't lie.
Yeah.
You feel me? And again, like, yo, shout out to the Lynx. And again, like, I think just looking at the landscape of everything, I do think that we are set to win. I think it's going to be the Ace and the Lynx at the final. And if we want to put that tinfoil hat back on, who's going to win that one? Or who would the organization want to win that one? You feel me? Because I believe the Ace are going up against the Pacers, or not the Pacers, the
Fever.
The Fever. And then, so it's like...
so I'm trying to look up looking at the bracket right now. So we got the Lynx versus the Mercury. Mm-hmm. If we win this, we'll be in the final versus the winner of the Aces and the Fever. Yo, the Fever, Kelsey Mitchell. We're begging. Yo, Kelsey. No Caitlin Clark.
Team on your back.
The Liberty fired their coach. Not that matters. I just had to throw that again because they don't deserve good things.
They don't.
But Kelsey Mitchell, why you nice like that? Why you putting the team on your back like that? Why you hitting with the he on some Magic Johnson like that? Why you stepping back like that? Nah, she been balling, man. Like Asia's obviously that dog, but Kelsey Mitchell, I just had to shout you out because what you're doing right now is special, yo.
I'm really hoping that it really boils down to the Fever going to the finals. Because then again, if we're talking like, you know, the league pulling the strings, I think between the Fever and us without Caitlin Clark, I think we take it. Again, from like a commercial standpoint. You feel me?
Hey.
That's just me. Again, like, listen, I'm standing on this that the league has something against the Lynx. And this has stemmed from last year's like, you know, bullshit refereeing to now these calls, you know, with the awards, and so again, like, if it really boils down to the Lynx and the Ace going to the finals, I'm not too confident. Not that I'm not confident in our girls, but I'm just not confident with getting the right calls.
Yeah. Look, it's definitely really interesting. All I'm saying is, if we do make it to the finals,
it'll be nice.
We're against anybody, and I think we are going to beat Phoenix. I think we're going to beat Phoenix.
I think so too.
I think we're going to beat Phoenix in 3. Not Phoenix in 4.
Oh, I said 4.
And we're going to beat them in 3. 3 straight. 3 straight. Get them out of here. I was trying to do the Phoenix in 4 guy for the Phoenix Suns fans. If you know,
if you know, you know.
Phoenix in 4. It's going to be Lynx in 3. Does the Fever situation make you look at Caitlin Clark different? Is she not the high impact basketball god that they were talking about, or is this just a team that found a little bit of magic and a little bit of Houdini in the bottle and just been riding high?
I think they just know what's at stake. I think they know that, like, they don't want to be known as a team that, like, only relies on one person.
Yeah. You
feel me? Even though that's not the case, it's a team. But again, like, they haven't had media coverage like this, you know. So it's like a lot of eyes are on them, a lot of pressure's on them. So they know what the job is, and the job isn't, again, like, the job's not done until you get, you know, to the finals and you raise that trophy. So even if they do beat the Ace, I still think the pressure's going to be even higher, and it's going to be even more. So I think it's nice what they're doing right now, but they have a lot to prove, not just to the people, but to themselves, I think.
Yo, this boy had to hit him with the Kobe.
Job not done.
Hey, Kobe, are you happy with you guys winning the victory?
Why would I?
Job's not done.
Job not done. Job not finished.
I mean, but you guys had a really hard series.
Job not finished.
Switching gears to the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, wait.
Oh, you got to...
Let me tap in one last thing before we...
One more thing.
If, now, let's say conspiracy theories out the window. Let's say the Lynx don't do it. Do we move on from the head coach?
Nope.
You don't think so?
It's an automatic no.
Okay.
Only reason they moving on from Coach Popovich is that boy can't be on the court no more. Cheryl Reeve in the same boat.
Yep. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What they say online? We pouring honey on you, goat. we pouring honey on you, goat. Like, look, there were moments over the last 5-6 years where I was like, I don't know if Cheryl got the juice no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be that guy. There was a moment where I thought she didn't have the juice no more. Mm-hmm. There are moments where I was like, should she be the president of basketball operations and also be the coach? I don't know. But this Lynx team last year was not supposed to be as good as they were. Nobody had them clocked to make it to the finals. They made it to the finals. They should have won the finals. And now they're in a position, proving to the league again, that they are the pinnacle of basketball. Mm-hmm. All right?
They earned the spot.
They earned that spot twice, and they're on the verge of doing it again for the second time. Mm-hmm. And that's because of Cheryl. I know Nafisa is special. I know Courtney Williams is a dog. That's my dog. Mm-hmm. That's my dog. If they win it all, I am dyeing my hair pink. I'm dying in here. You heard it here. I'm dying to throw pink. Yo. I'm going to be a stud bud. I don't care.
Let's go.
Because I'm a stud. I'm with my buds. You already know.
You feel me?
You feel me?
Same thing.
We both do it. Hey. You see it, man. But nah, you don't move on from Cheryl. You don't touch her. The only way you touch her is if she has 2 terrible back-to-back seasons. They're just not winning. But the way they're set up right now with their cap space. And, by the way, we got the Chicago Sky pick that we traded for this year. So Ozzie Fudd. Ozzie Fudd. Baby, won't you come my way? That's all I gotta say.
I think honestly, when you put it in the perspective of a Greg Popovich, I think that's the best way to put it.
You don't touch him. That's dynasty, man. And she's there. It doesn't matter if Nafisa, you know what I'm saying, is not able to play, let's say she wins a ring or 2 or 3, and let's say 6 years from now, whatever happens for whatever reason, if he's not around, Cheryl is going to figure out how to keep this thing going. She's still very young. She still has so much to give to the sport.
All I'm asking,
she's just phenomenal.
All I'm asking that Paige come home. All right. Paige in a Lynx jersey.
It will go triple platinum. I ain't going to lie to you. It will go triple platinum.
Come home.
It will go triple platinum.
Let's talk about these Vikings.
Let's talk about the Vikes. We don't got so much time left. We'll try to do this as rapidly as we can because, you know, we trying to save your time, save our time, and keep doing stuff on time. You know what it is. Minnesota Vikings start off their season 2-1. J.J. McCartney started in game week 1. He looked amazing. He probably had the best game week 1 of any, might as well be a rookie quarterback because technically he's in year 2 that we saw. This boy came back for a win. That fourth quarter was epic. Had one of the best QBR in the fourth quarter ratings out of QBs in their first week. He had a kid that week. He was player of the week. That first week, we're not talking about that game week 2, was probably one of the best first weeks that we ever seen from a not quite a rookie, but, you know, young player in the league. Week 2 was really tough. He took a lot of flack, a lot of vitriol. And that wasn't 100% his fault. I don't know what KOC was doing. That offensive line, was paper mache.
We were really missing Christian Darrisaw. Like, when you really look at it with an offense with him and one without him, it's night and day. Yeah. Like your quarterback will be protected. You feel me? And like when you don't have someone like that, someone so pinnacle, that happens.
And everybody online was talking about JJ's not a real quarterback. JJ's not this. JJ's not this. Y'all need to shut the...
It's tough, man. I mean, but again, it's a lot of pressure, bro. Like, again, like you're talking about a whole franchise.
Yeah.
Known for its quarterback revivals, its choking.
Yeah.
You know, never really hitting the Super Bowl, like, in years. Like, years. I think
we've been struggling.
Yeah. So it's like, there's a, like, with and diehard fans, you feel me? Like, it's a lot of pressure for a young quarterback, and essentially his rookie year. This
is basically his rookie year. I don't know why the NFL doesn't allow players that got injured before the actual season started to not be named rookies again. Mm-hmm. Remember when Blake Griffin won Rookie of the Year when he missed a year through an injury? You know what I mean? Like he's basically a rookie.
Yeah, but like to me, I look at him as a rookie again. Like he played a couple preseasons.
Only 22,
and then now he's going into this. You know, like so it's almost a blessing that he waited a year.
Yeah.
Again, like. Really getting to know the system and all that stuff. So, like, I have a little bit of hope because, again, you spent the whole year really learning the system before being the guy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Like, again, like, like, it's a lot of pressure for someone like that. And, again, like, he comes from a great university, Michigan, you know, like, so it's that also comes with a lot of pressure, too. I mean, like, bro, like, Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady was, you know, so, like, there comes from legacy. So, I want to say he's used to the pressure. But this is a whole different, you know, it's the NFL, man. And it's big dogs, you know. It's a lot of the people that didn't play the preseason are now coming to get you.
Yeah, no, for sure. And look, you guys are talking crazy. Give JJ time. Obviously, he's injured, but we got to talk about Carson Wentz.
Yes, sir.
Game week 3, we went against the Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati Bengals. JJ McCartney out with a high ankle sprain. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdowns, threw for over 100 yards. I think it was 179 to be exact. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even the star of the show.
Yeah.
The star of the show was Isaiah Rodgers, man.
Damn, bro. Like, it near perfect, right? Is it 99?
99.9. The highest grade ever given to a defensive player in the history of the association.
It's scary. Like, the way he was stripping the ball is, like, shit you see on Madden. You know, like it's a cheat code, you know, like and this is correct me if I'm wrong. It's his first game, right? As a Viking.
Oh yeah, first game.
So it's exciting. It's exciting to see like what happens in the weeks coming. But I mean, like if he continues to play the way that he did, and again like under a defensive coordinator like Brian Flores, bro.
Yo, Flores.
He's nasty. Like he's dope. Like and I'm glad that he's still here. I know he got some offers to like head coach like other places. I know Chicago Bears was one of the offers. And he stayed as a defensive coordinator. And I'm forever like grateful and appreciate that because again, like his we saw the defense last year.
Yeah,
defense last year was crazy. Like you know, like from the interceptions to the crazy pressure, the blitzes, all that stuff. Like, he is a defensive mastermind. So I think like with someone like Isaiah Rodgers now kind of on the field and playing like that under Brian Flores, I think it'll be scary.
Nah, it will. You know what I'm saying? You got him. You got Donovan Jackson. Greenard. Know what I mean? You got Van Ginkel. Harrison Smith over here damn near 40.
That's crazy.
And he's still one of the best safeties in the league. Yo, my boy moving out here like the white Charles Woodson.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That is. But honestly though, like, but with all that in mind and all of our bias aside, because we're both, we love the Vikings.
Absolutely.
Like, do we think that they have everything? Because they made some crazy off-season moves. They made some really, really good off-season moves. Do we think that this team is going to take it all the way?
I'm a Vikings fan.
I know. If you were to ask me, like, if a stranger were to ask me, I'd say hell yeah, all the way. But that's me every season.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna look into the camera.
It's the delusion,
and I'm gonna speak directly to the ladies. Ladies, if you complaining about you can't find a good man, cuffing seasons on the horizon, a loyal man, down the ride type of man. You need to find good in the bag. You need to find you a Vikings fan. Why? Because you've been riding with this sorry club our entire life. And we still here talking about do we think this is the year? So, baby, on those nights when you think you can't keep going and you need that shoulder to cry on, the only person you want is a real Vikings fan, man. Listen. Y'all not hearing me though.
Listen, bro, we talking about we had Peterson.
You know what I'm saying?
We had Percy Harvin.
You know what I'm saying?
We had
Brett Favre. Brett Favre, bro. Like, come on, man. We had our boy who's with Cardi right now.
Who's who?
Who's with Cardi B?
Stephon Diggs.
Bro,
we had Stephon Diggs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we're loyal to a freaking fault. So, ladies, get you a Vikings fan because we keep asking ourselves the question, are we going to do this? Baby, I want you to understand.
Knowing damn well.
Listen. Mira eso. We are, I think, the fourth winningest club in the entire NFL. And out of all the teams that have over a 500 record, which means that we won over half of our games, we're the only one that has not won a Super Bowl. Get you a Vikings fan. Yeah. Now, to your actual question, do I think...
I had to rethink my life.
Do I think we're going to win it all the way? I'm going to wait and see. Now, man, I think one of the issues that we ran into last year when we also had Sam Darnold doing what he did, and he had a really good season, we had some really good opponents that we played against. We just played against a team that didn't have Joe Burrow. That team would look differently. Yeah, they still had their starting defense, but that team would look different if they had Joe Burrow doing what he typically does instead of a backup. We did lose to this team with their backup last year, but we're not going to get into that.
No.
But still, that's a very different game where we're not putting up 48 points potentially. We're probably allowing 25, and it's probably a tougher game as a result of that. So I think we're in a wait-and-see period. I think the fact that we're going to be playing against the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, somebody that a lot of folks were saying, should we have gotten Aaron Rodgers? He looks like he's still got some juice left in the tank. Like, I need to wait and see. Ask me this question in game week 7.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing too. I think if we really let, Carson Wentz rock and see how this goes, I think I'll be ready to answer that after bye week. Probably not after. Probably like week 8, because we have the 2 games overseas.
Yeah.
The bye week, and then game week 7, right?
Yeah.
So game week 8. Let me know.
Because
I want to see how we come back from the bye week. But
hold on, now I gotta look up the schedule. I gotta make sure that what we say is accurate. All right, we just played we're gonna play the Steelers on the 28th.
I think that's
then we play the Browns.
We play the Browns.
We play the Browns afterwards on the 5th. And then
a dub unless they're like, fuck it, Shador Sanders, and then just plays a generational game. That would be insane. But
yo, those new Browns jersey go so hard though. Them all brown joints are so tough.
That's crazy. You're looking like an M&M.
Oh my!
I'll take my purple. That's fine.
Oh, Tootsie Roll jersey.
Yeah, Tootsie Roll, bro.
Tootsie Roll.
Stop.
Let me see you. All right, I ain't gonna get into it.
So we got
we got the Browns,
Steelers,
and then we got a bye, and then we play the Eagles on the 19th.
So ask me week 8 because I think because the Eagles Hurts is getting hurt. I think how they come back by week 7 and how we play them in week 7, I'll answer that whether we do have a good team or not.
You heard it from Erick, man. I'm gonna end on that. I'm gonna see how they do. We got a tough stretch on the second half. We got a whole lot more sports to talk about. Estoy muy contento que usted ha sido aquí con nosotros en Puro Deportes. Episodio 1 ya está hecho. Bendición a ustedes. Bendición a todas sus familias. Enjoy the rest of your week, yeah. We're going to be here next time. Keep rocking with us. Like, subscribe. You know what it is. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
That was a good first pod.
That was damn